Hello and welcome back to Triangle Strategy, Chapter 7B. That's right, last episode we only managed to do half of Chapter 7 where we have to make a tough decision whether to protect Roland and receive Aesfrost attack or give up Roland to Aesfrost and be spared from the Aesfrostian army. After a repeated trial, not that we needed it, but I just wanted to get everyone, as much as people to agree with my vote, we decided to protect Roland, and now we will see the consequences of our choices. So yeah, let's get to it. Is that it? Yep, okay, let's go. Oh, that's a big hawk.
Avlora? Are you certain?
Yes. We are surrounded by the Archduke's main forces, led by General Avlora herself.
She killed my brother. And my master. I must avenge them. Even if it means my life.
Your Highness, your life is far too important to so blithely throw away.
She's right, Roland. You're not that
I know
strong.
that. And yet...
Let us help.
Facing the Aesfrosti forces head-on is a fool's errand. They will drive us back with ease. Let us consider another strategy. As a matter of fact, there is more to this town than meets the eye. It is a secret which, under normal circumstances, would be divulged to a new lord only after their succession is made official. But desperate times... I sent a man just now to make preparations. Come with me. We haven't much time.
What is this?
I would hear more of your plan, Benedict.
They say Castle Wolffort was built into a mountainside. Am I to believe there are yet more secrets concealed in its construction?
Just so. As it happens, a contrivance of sorts was installed in the town to be used only in cases of dire emergency.
What manner of
I know about
contrivance?
this. It is in the
I've never
demo as
heard
well.
such a thing.
You wouldn't have.
It's a
The
trap.
information is divulged only to the lord of the house. and
It's a
his
very
closest
big trap.
advisors. It is a secret, one that embodies this town's true worth.
I see. Then what, pray tell, is this town's true worth?
The towering walls that rise up in all directions, the network of sloped waterways. This town appears as any other to my eye, but perhaps my gaze is untrained.
It is the canals we will use. We shall pour flaming oil into them from above and burn our enemy out.
What in the... Benedict, have you
That is
gone mad?
instant death.
Do you see those hawk sculptures located throughout the town?
I do. They are the means by which the weapon may be activated, I presume.
Indeed. Tearing them down will trigger a barrier to rise around the canals. After that, no one will be able to get in or out until the blaze subsides.
You would burn people's homes. No, the very town itself, along with our foes. But just think of the lives that may be sacrificed.
This is the path we have chosen. There's little choice left.
Ooh, sounds like
To
there's
survive. We must.
There's a
win
consequence.
whatever the cost. Prepare for battle.
Okay, can we do it without? Because in the demo, I had so much trouble. I have to use it no matter what. We must make ready for the Duchess attack. I have best check on the hawks that treads throughout town. Okay. Free my lord. Firestone. Okay, review. Oh. Oh, that's a very big. Oh, the houses get burned as well. That sounds bad. This device will set the town aflame. I'd hope it would not come to this, but it seems we've no choice. Okay, maybe we use it just for the last resort. Oh, I see it. Another firestone. With your father's sake abed, the fate of this land rests upon your shoulders, my lord. I am confident you will lead us wisely in defense of our domain, as befitting one of Glenbrook's high houses. I must be certain I make the right decision. Much rests on the shoulders of the Lord a High House. Hmm, 1,000, good, good. Business, oh no, the town. 400, that's not very good. Oh. So I'm guessing the trap is the home. I wonder if Father and the King envisioned a day like it when he fashioned this dreadful device. It is dreadful, isn't it? Okay, just one save at least. According to Benedict, the hawk sculptures can be positioned here as well. But where are those pedestals hiding? Perhaps I should ask around. Ooh. Yeah, that's another of the house. All seems in order. Red scarf. Ooh, what is that? Maybe the inventory? Recover HP when you defeat an enemy. Ooh, that is very good. Who should I give that to? Okay, nobody seems to know about the pedestal. There was this pedestal or something, nothing on it, so I didn't think much of it, but forgive me, my good man, but we must ask you to move your stall to secure the defenses. If it needs to be so. Should be told, I'm glad to find out now before I've established my business. My thanks, be sure to take refuge before the fighting begins. So where is it? Wait, where was it? I believe there was a pedestal beneath this stall. Ah, so it's hidden beneath. Let's clear this out of the way. Oh, it's this one. There, now we ought to be able to trigger the device. And this is... Oh, this one seems easy. There's nothing gonna be burned, right? All seems in order. And you know what? During the demo, Avlora never stepped into the trap. So we cannot instantly kill her. Which sucks. Have you heard the news about Lord Silvio of House Telior? When Aesfrost attacked, he didn't muster a single soldier in defense. Just holed up in his own domain like the cowardly gobshite he is. Ain't got a loyal bone in his body, that one. It's no wonder his own people don't trust him. What a sorry excuse for the Lord of the High Houses. Lord Silvio no doubt thought of his domain first. I know well how it feels to be preoccupied with thoughts of protecting your own land. I shudder to think he's lost all sense of loyalty to the crown, yet his actions speak for themselves. I understand what my life means to our kingdom. I must survive the battle at all costs. And yet, Father, Franny, Cordelia, Sir Maxwell, she killed them all, Sir Noah. I must avenge them with my own hand. I understand how you feel, but now is not the time for revenge. Then I'll not stand in your way. Avlora is yours. Pray calm yourself, Roland. You need not fight this battle alone. Let us aid you. This looks like utility. Maybe this one? You were right. This battle is not for vengeance, but to reclaim the throne that is rightfully ours. This I know, and yet I owe my life to you all, and I will not part with it easily. The duchy shall not find us easy prey. We use that method at the risk of our own lives and the homes of the people. Still, this is the choice you would make? It will take many years to rebuild the town. Innocent people will suffer. I will offer them due compensation if we triumph. If we fail, then all was lost from the start. Prince Roland is my friend. I must protect him. I don't like that. We must put down any threat to our domain and our people. As much as I like the first one, let's say the last one. Yes, of course, and that is your prerogative. We will do all we can to see you do not regret your decision. We must prevail, and rest assured that I will see that we do. For Prince Roland's sake and for our own. Alright, can we access the... Wait, have I talked to anyone? To everyone? Okay, I'm gonna pause here first. I'm gonna train, do a couple of mock battles to get some money. I want to get all of the this large HP recovery product because I think we're gonna need it. So yes, I'll be back. Alright, I have returned for trying to gather some money. I don't have much money, but I think what we have, I'm gonna buy the important stuff, which is large HP recovery pellet, range, because why not? I only have one, and then I'm gonna get this each. Accuracy ring. Who needs accuracy? Probably either Hughette or Anna. Let's give it to Anna for now. Evasion ring. Evasion. Who needs evasion? And speed ring. Okay, who has the slowest speed? Okay, one of you. I would say maybe they're not too far off. Frederica, maybe. The elemental stone, they're not too expensive, but I don't know if we're gonna need it. So for now, we're not gonna buy it. Hopefully we don't regret our decision, but yeah, that's all about the exploration. We've made what preparations we can. All that remains now is to meet the Dutch in battle. Ooh, Lord help us.
How fare you, Benedict?
You don't seem...
My preparations are complete. I trust you're ready as well, my lord?
Okay, are you mad at me, Benedict?
As ready as I shall ever be.
We have given ourselves every advantage that we can, my lord.
Indeed we have. I only hope that it is enough.
My lord, the Aesfrosti forces are on the move.
So it begins.
And so it begins.
Our foe advances. Take up your positions, everyone, and be ready for the signal. Shall we, my lord?
Yes, it is time.
Oof. Ooh, recommended. Oh. Oh, we got 2 more. Oh my goodness. Okay, sure. Serena accompanies a young blacksmith to gather supplies when they happen upon an unfortunate scene. Ooh, more allies.
I can't thank you enough for accompanying me to gather supplies, Lord Serenoa. But I hope I've not usurped too much of your time.
Not at all, lad. Not at all. I was heading back to my encampment anyway. More importantly, this area is rife with Aesfrosti. I hate to think what would happen should they discover you or any loyal to House Wolford out here.
I cannot much bear to think on it either.
Oh.
My lord, there's someone here! He's dead.
Those are Glenbrook colors. He must have met his end at Aesfrosti steel.
Oh, poor thing.
I know him. We were friends.
Oh no.
He had such praise for the blade I forged him. This blade, here, the broken one, it failed him. I failed
Oh,
him.
is
And now
he
he's
able
gone.
to strengthen
You
a
are not
weapon?
to blame for his death.
But
We are at war.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm not as skilled a smith as I believed.
We risk much lingering here. But let us give him a proper burial before we depart.
My lord, you needn't go to the trouble.
It is no trouble. It is all I can do for him now. And I shall curse that I cannot do more.
Thank you, Lord Serenoa. My lord, ever since that day, I haven't stopped thinking about how I might put my smithy skills to better use.
Yeah? Tell me
I
more.
didn't truly grasp the reality of the situation. What it means to be at war. What duties I have as one who forges weapons.
What do you mean?
Though I am but a novice at my craft, I will not ignore the truth I see all around me. I will face it and stand strong. That's why I wish to fight.
Are you certain you're prepared to wield steel outside your forge?
I am. I need to better understand what it means to live or die by the blade. A lesson I hope to learn by your side.
Then you are most welcome among my ranks. A novice you may be, but you have the makings of a master.
Thank you, my lord. I, Ians, hereby
Ians.
swear fealty to you.
Jens Mischer, a young blacksmith working at Wolford's encampment. There is no weapon he cannot forge. He decides to stand upon the battlefield with the rest of his house so he can better understand what it means to live or die by the blade.
I shan't let you down.
Jens' aptitude in battle opens up new path with his craft. Places ladder to create shortcuts. Sets trap and automatic turrets. Ooh, set traps and automatic turret. That sounds amazing. Let's see. Oh, is she a healer? We might need a healer.
It's an emergency. We have 2 patients. Both with extraordinary fevers. The Rosellan is unresponsive.
Well, I can't tend to both unless you can give me 2 more pairs of arms.
Let me help. I've just completed my training and I'll do whatever it takes to save them.
Aspiring
No doctors left.
apothecary.
Fine, come. We're losing precious time.
Lila.
Leave the Rosellan. We must prioritize the believer.
As you wish.
Oh no.
But the Rosellan will die unless we do something.
Do they not teach the order of things in school these days?
So what if they do? What does the order of things have to do with saving lives?
Not all lives are weighted the same. You would do well to remember that.
Quickly, Medina, these people are dying as we bicker.
Come to us, Medina. Come to us.
I couldn't save him.
Medina Alayam, a young woman whose only desire is to help others. She studies diligently at the Ministry of Medicine every day that she may aid the sick and injured who enter its hall.
Orders or not, I was the one following them. It's all my fault.
Where are you going? Medina!
Away from this hellhole. Bye.
I beg your pardon, Lord Serenoa, but a doctor from the Ministry requests an audience with...
My name is Medina. I've heard much about your house and simply had to see it for myself.
What insolence is this? Stand down.
Stand
Pray
down.
tell, what brings you before me?
It is said House Wolfert possesses a relic known as the Scales of Conviction. Is this true?
It is.
It is true,
Turn
yeah.
to the scales for guidance in times of trouble.
Then, I wonder if they might guide me forward as well. I had a crisis of confidence. A man was counting on me to save his life, and I let him die. I cannot let this happen again. I wish to save all the lives I can, regardless of country or creed. Pray grant me the chance to consult the scales, that I might walk the righteous path.
Very well. If you are a healer, you are very much
Scales
welcome.
are merely a tool to an end. They are not a magical window into the future. When decisions must be made, all in this house have a say. We choose as best we're able and strive to ensure we chose wisely.
You mean you strive not to regret your decision?
That is all one can do. Forgive me if this is not the answer you sought.
Then would House Wolfert accept my aid if I offered it, my lord?
If you would serve as a physician, that would be a boon. For we fear the war is far from over.
I would be honored, my lord. I would see what I could do to rewrite the order of things.
Order of things.
Now let us walk the path together.
I am at your service, my lord.
Medina, join your forces. An expert in healing items. Increase the potency of healing items. Can use items twice in the same turn? Oh, hell yeah. It should be very useful indeed. Okay, I'm gonna explain it during the battle prep. Oh, so many of them.
The battlefield is no place for children.
She doesn't look evil, honestly. But
I
she's
will have
strong.
vengeance for my family and for my master. Prepare to die.
Empty threats from a pampered prince. You will see what true might is.
All's in place, my lord. Ready when you are.
Very good. Now, to lure them where we want them and initiate the device. You are aware of what will happen next, yes?
Yes. And I am prepared to make the sacrifice.
With me, everyone.
All companies, advance! Leave no survivors!
Hello, this is Brad from the future, narrating the battle on Chapter 7 in General Avlora's Assault. This is a very difficult fight compared to the previous battle. It took me 1.5 hours just to finish it. That's why I'm narrating this battle, where I will be cutting unnecessary parts and also fast forward in some more boring parts. Here I'm selecting the units that we're gonna use in the battle. I'm bringing Yen, our newest addition, who has the ability to create ladder and also traps for crowd control, and I'm also bringing some more tanky units like Erador and Benedict. I will also be bringing Corentin and Frederica as our 2 mages who will be able to deal damage to a lot of enemies at once. And I was contemplating on who I should bring for the last unit. I could bring Julio as a TP battery, but I decided that I should bring another healer aside from Medina, so I bring Gila. Here I'm just positioning the units that will be participating in the battle. I decided to split the party into 2 groups. I'm putting most of the units on the right and a smaller concise group on the left. Oh, and of course in this battle there's an option to use the trap that's gonna deal a lot of damage, probably instant kill a lot of the enemies with fire traps, but it seems like the fire traps is not a good idea, as it will burn the houses of the people. So we're gonna try to do this without setting up the trap, which makes it even more difficult, but here we go.
Follow General Avlora! Let no Wolford cars survive!
The town is surrounded, and enemies flood in by the moment.
We knew getting into this that we'd be outnumbered, but victory's still in the cards if we're smart about it.
I cannot bear the thought of sacrificing my people. Must I make a callous choice for the greater good?
Avlora, mark my words. I will send you to the depths of hell by my own hand.
Yep, as you can see, there is a lot of Aesfrost soldier from the ground floor. So I'm gonna spend the first turn positioning our units to middle floor of the map, but not to put them too far away out of reach from the healers. We just want to lure some of the enemies towards us so we can finish them off. Basically creating a choke point, hopefully, where the enemy will be entering one by one, a more easy number to manage. And I'm also using some other units to buff, like haste or bulwark, and I'm considering to here I put our newest unit Yen to put a trap that will throw enemies away, helping us to crowd control them more. And I use Frederica to put Flame Shield on Sereno, who is at the vanguard at the moment, so he could deal damage while getting hit. And with Corentin, I considered to create an ice wall, but I feel like this is a bad timing, as most of the enemies are still on the ground floor, and the ice wall will only last for about 2 turns. Okay, so I skipped a couple of turns, and here we can see that most of the enemies are already caught up in the middle ground. We feel a lot of pressure from the right group. We did a good job on provoking some of them, drawing the hits towards Erador, while the other can focus deal damage to some of the enemies to kill them off. But as you can see, the left group is actually still left unharmed. Roland is not enough to kill any of the enemies on the left.
Goodbye!
As we defeat a couple of the enemies, the second wave of Aesfrost's army arrived.
General Avlora,
and that's
the
when
second
I
regiment has
realized
arrived.
that
Forward! Leave no trace!
that's when I realized
Toil
that
not at their numbers.
my plan A will not be working, as Erador might not be able to survive all of the hits. So I used my first Quietus to restore his health, because my healers are still far away in the turn order. Now I'm shifting to plan B that requires all of my units to fall back to the top floor. So that's what I'm doing right now, while still putting some of the more tanky units in the front to hold the enemies. I'm moving my fragile units up towards safety. Yeah, I also use Corentin to build ice wall that could help us buy time. As you can see, we are actually in a dangerous position where enemy has more advantages against us. So we need to be careful on drawing all of our units back up, while trying not to lose any of our offensive units. Now we're on turn 6, and I will use my plan B and use Yen to build a ladder on one of the houses. This will allow my other units to climb up to the roof, which is a safe place for them, as only archers and mages will be able to hit them from below, and there are not a lot of long-range enemy units. And of course we could still attack them via magic and Huhet's archery. Here I'm having Erador to soak up the damage while I'm moving my units towards the house, because they cannot climb it this turn. It's a pretty risky move, what I'm doing here, putting Roland as one of the walls, as his death will mean instant game over. Oh, also I should mention that we could only put 4 unit max on the rooftop, so we will need Yen to create another ladder on the second house, but I have to wait until everyone's climbed up the first house, as building the second ladder will remove the first one. And while we tanking the enemy's advances from the right, we also have one archer coming from the left that we should take care of. So I have Yen intercept that archer, although he probably don't have enough strength to do it. So, Corentin cannot put any ice wall that will be useful to block the enemy, so I used him to use Firestone to kill one of the critical enemies to dwindle their number a little bit. Luckily, General Avlora still stay on the ground floor. It would seem like as long as we put a safe distance from her, she will not going towards us. But I'm guessing that once we have killed enough enemies, that she will start making her moves. Now I'm skipping some other turn where I have Medina and Frederica on top of the floor already, and as I keep killing more enemies, we triggered the last regiment.
The 3rd Regiment has arrived!
To think we'd need to deploy all our forces. You are a worthy foe.
Which is good
Glenbrook,
news
but your
and
fortune
bad
ends
news for us. It's a good news because they said that it's gonna be the last wave. Bad news because they appear on the top floor where we're at. So we really need to get everybody up the roof ASAP. And now you see that General Avlora actually start moving towards us, putting even much more pressure on our units. Okay, once Gila is up on the first house, I decided that I really need to create the second letter now.
I'll show you what I can do.
As you can see, the first letter on the first house has
There's more yet
disappeared
to learn.
in place of the second letter.
I won't lose!
So now I have to move the rest of my units to the second house. So I use pushback from Roland to push the enemy away while keep moving everyone to the second floor. And thankfully Frederica can still reach down with her magic. Then I have Corentin build an ice wall that can block the enemies coming from the right side, hopefully for at least one turn. I tried to use Provoke with Erador, but Provoke apparently has to target enemies in the same floor. We cannot target anyone below. So I just attack enemies. Here, after I skip a couple of turns, General Avlora finally
Flee while you
caught
have
up
the
to us.
chance. Now come and feel the wrath of my blade. If I must destroy
And
myself,
just like that, he one-hit KO Benedict, which is supposed to have quite a decent defense stat, so you can imagine how hard this map is fighting a Flora. But we do have most of our units in the roof already. Only Corentin and Erador's left, and I can only put one more unit, so it has to be Corentin. Another turn passed, and Avlora is now attacking Corentin, but miraculously Corentin is able to tank that one hit better than Benedict, but I guess Benedict was hit with a skill, and I think Corentin was just hit with a normal attack. And I used my second quietest in tandem to have Corentin move again to get him up to the roof, as I don't think he can survive another turn below. And then I used my last quietest to take one turn out of Avlora while Erador is tanking all of the enemy attack from below. But amazingly, Erador is doing a good job in tanking the hit, and he also evades some of the hits. I'm guessing it's because a lot of frozen tiles are in the map right now, and that lowered the accuracy of the enemy. And I have the other units to keep healing Erador. I have Medina throw pellets, Gila to cast Cure to keep Erador alive. And I have to say, Erador is doing a very good job. He truly is the MVP of this battle. Now I use Yen to create Spring Trap under the house, hopefully able to get some enemy thrown away off the cliff, damaging them from the fall, and also controlling their number a little bit, because I don't think Erador can evade forever. I did put Flame Shield on Erador, so he could inflict some damage while also getting hit. But I'm running out of pellets, guys. We really need to get this under control, or else we will fail this battle. And having all of our units in the roof actually have some disadvantages, as the more melee units more of the melee units cannot do anything while on top of the floor.
It isn't.
Here we just see enemy can get thrown off with Spring Trap, which is good. And here I have an idea to push Avlora to the trap with Ramfo from Erador, and it turns out it worked wonder, killing the enemy that collide with Avlora while also throwing her off the cliff, and costs her quite a significant fall damage, giving us hope that this battle might be winnable. Now that the enemy's number are dwindling, I feel confident to get some of the units come down to help Erador taking hits and also inflict damage.
Victory is within our grasp!
Bah! You whelps are
And judging by
nothing before the
Serenoa's
might of Aesfrost.
speech, I guess we are in a better position at the moment. So I continue the battle. Now I want to get Avlora to step on another Spring Trap, so I put one Spring Trap in front of her, but I probably need to bait her more, so I put Serenoa next to the Spring Trap, hopefully triggering Avlora to step into the trap. And here we can see Avlora is now in critical damage because she stepped on yet another trap. We managed to lure her. Now I'm really feeling good. Now I got Yan to come down and prepare to make a ladder to the other house to get all of my units down, because I'm feeling confident with the number of enemies that we have now. I do want to have Roland have the last hit on killing Avlora, but unfortunately Avlora hits Erador, who are equipped with Flame Shield, killing her with the flame damage.
the upper hand?
Ha! Not quite.
Have we no choice but to retreat?
Hey, at least we did it in front of Roland.
We prevailed.
Now that Avlora is gone, there is no more threat in this battle, so I spent the rest of the turn to get all of the spoils that I thought I would have to miss, and also slowly killing the rest of the enemies to win this battle on hard mode, no traps, and minimal casualty, 1 casualty of Benedict. Oh yes, I got 1 medal of bravery. Oh hell yes, and I get 1 silver. Ooh, this is such a big win. No house burn, 2 casualties, 2, right? I think it's 2. And we got a lot of loots. Oh, good day indeed. Woohoo! Bye, bitch.
Ugh,
Bye.
wrong.
Yeah.
Than simply the advantage of terrain.
Hell yes.
Retreat! All companies, fall back at once!
Oh, and your lord gonna throw you away.
Look at him turn tail and run! And we didn't even need that damn contraption.
Oh no, you know what? I think only 1 casualty. I think only Benedict dead.
Kept any damage to the town at a minimum. You have my gratitude.
Because somehow everyone else survived it, but not Benedict. Oh.
Though both sides suffer great losses on the battlefield, in the end, it is House Wolfort that triumphs. The vanquished General Avlora is forced to retreat to Castle Whiteholm, with the Aesfrosti army in tow.
Also, I thought the red is because of the blood, but I guess it's red because its frosty color is red.
I have no words to excuse my failure, Your Grace. I underestimated the Wolfort army. It will not happen again.
Indeed, it will not. I will accept no apology for your incompetence, save victory.
Jeez, harsh much?
The Wolforts may have gotten the better of us this time, but it came at a cost. We must strike again before they can regroup.
What cost?
Rest yourself.
What cost?
I will have need of you yet, and soon.
I shall not disappoint you again, Your Grace. You have my word.
And you will keep it. Nothing and no one will stand in my way.
Tidings of us Wolfort triumph against all odds on the survival principle and come in the wings of a bird. Yes, Lord Tellior, what do you have to say about me now?
House Wolfort triumphed?
Hell yeah.
Yes, my lord. The Archduke's army has already withdrawn to the Crown City. That said, it would seem the Wolfort army suffered significant casualties.
Did it now?
What do you mean, significant
It
casualties?
is not as if I entirely failed to consider the possibility of an Aesfrosti defeat.
Wait. That's how I was remove right arms. What? Oh my god, I don't understand. I cannot bear the thought attack wasn't made because I... And we didn't even need that damn contraption. Indeed, I'm thankful we kept. Okay.
And yet, it is hardly an ideal development. Whatever are we to do now?
What do you mean?
Won the battle. But can they win the war?
If you help us, maybe we can. Just saying.
My lord?
Ready a bird. I have a missive that needs sending.
As you command.
I bring good news, my lord. Aesfrost army marched on Castle Wolford in an attempt to seize the prince, but they were roundly defeated by House Wolford's forces and retreat to the Crown City as we speak.
Joyous tidings indeed. I knew the Wolforts wouldn't let us down.
Hell yeah.
I'm also pleased to report that Prince Roland is unscathed.
It would seem young Serenoa is more than capable of carrying on Lord Simon's.
Do you have any children at all?
Triumph
Those
as they
faults?
did, they still suffered considerable casualties in the battle.
What is this casualty we're
It's
talking
more
about?
than likely that Aesfrost is already preparing for a second attack.
Very well. Take stock of our own forces and determine how many men we can send to House Wolfort's aid while retaining enough for our own protection.
Yes, my lord.
It is time to take a stand. If the three high houses come together as one, I am certain we will prevail.
Okay, and what about Hyzante? This is a very big chapter.
To be quite frank, I underestimated House Wolfort's strength.
Huh.
To think they were capable of driving off the Aesfrosti army forces like that.
Of course.
I suspect the
We have
outcome
Yen
came as
in
a
Medina.
surprise to the Archduke as well. And yet, something tells me Wolfort's victory is more than a fluke.
I shall keep that in mind.
Still, this development is to our advantage. This will only make it easier to carry out our plans.
So they are planning something,
Just so, Your Excellency. Everything is proceeding as you anticipated.
but not the Archbishop, but Sorsley.
We shall have our way. It is but a matter of time.
All right, let's near it.
I shall see to the wounded.
I will help as
Dala-
well. My hawk can assist with clearing the rubble.
My thanks to you both. Your aid is most welcome.
I am ready.
Go safely, Anna, and give my best to the others.
Oh, we don't see this
We take a risk
in the demo.
entreating a powerful nation for aid. I need you to determine to what extent we can rely on them, if at all.
Leave it to me.
I've sent Anna to the holy state of Hyzante. Our alliance may not be what it once was, but we must seek help wherever it may be found.
Oh, is this when they're gonna demand
World, we would be able to count on the cooperation
give up
of our
Rosella?
neighbors here.
Indeed, unity within Glenbrook is of the utmost priority, especially now that we've ensured Prince Roland's safety. And yet, we cannot count on houses Tellior and Falks to act in our best interests. We must prepare ourselves for every contingency.
You are right as always, Benedict. We've taken the first step down our chosen path, but there is no telling what awaits us.
Whoa, this alone is almost 2 hours.
Do you have a moment, Your Highness?
Oh, it's you.
Oh yeah, what do you think about
As silly as
her?
it may sound, I've never truly understood what it meant to be royalty. Does my life carry more weight simply because of the blood in my veins? So much so that the lives of others must be sacrificed in my name?
You need not worry about that, Roland.
Lord Wolford speaks true. The scales of conviction guided us, but this decision was ours. We have chosen to walk this path with you.
I was born the second prince. No one expected great things of me. And yet,
Well, now they do.
simply because I had the good luck to survive, my very existence now necessitates all these sacrifices.
If I may be so bold, it was not luck, Your Highness.
Yeah, it's skill.
We protected you.
Oh, okay, yeah, that too.
I know this, of course. That's what makes this so hard. You all fought and continue to fight for me. And I can scarcely take care of myself. I need to become stronger. I must. For my own sake, and for yours.
Oh. Oh my god, we did it, you guys. We did it. We did the unthinkable. We finished the battle without any casualty. Well, from the house, actually, the Benedict guy, but that's okay. Oh, but we did it. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more, I'm gonna leave a link in the end screen where you can watch me strategizing another game, which is a Pokemon Nuzlocke that I did with my friend. And until next time, bye.